So you have done the exercise.
Yes, I have done.
Okay. So what is the difference between the string with the small s and string with capital S?
I think this string, which where I read it, like this string is a class of a system. And the small string which we are creating is the alias of this string class. So if I
Yes,
use
yes,
both,
yes,
it
yes.
will be the same,
It is the
and that we
same.
are referring as a keyword. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You are absolutely right. This
Hmm.
string, you say that
Hmm.
this is system dot
Hmm.
string.
Yeah,
Again, this string, again system dot string.
not
But
string here.
yeah, just like if your name is suppose if my
Anita.
name, yeah, yeah, suppose my name is Abhijit with capital A,
Mm-hmm.
so I can be called by Abhijit with
Small
small a.
letter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The thing is that it's a alias. The thing is
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and the sum of first 100 numbers,
Yeah, this also I have done using a for loop and while loop. I did. First, I initialized the total value as zero. Then
okay,
I did a increment of a condition. I will like initialization I is equal to one, I less than or equal to 100. Then I plus plus, and
okay,
writing the total is equal to total plus of I. So it was
okay,
giving me the total count.
okay. Now, suppose
Mm-hmm.
if I can do it by your code, suppose for loop,
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah, for
guide
loop.
me. Yeah, but just guide me.
For first initialize int total is equal to 0.
You wash it from somewhere, or it's your own logic.
No, I read it somewhere in the Google.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
So, the thing is that I want to see.
I have to
Okay,
try it.
yeah. Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Just guide me what to do next.
Then I for int I is equal to 1,
I equal to 1. Okay,
I less than or equal to 100,
okay.
then I plus plus,
Yeah,
open bracket. Inside that I was writing like total is equal to total plus I.
yeah. The thing I
Mm-hmm.
want to see that initialization of total. You are
Hmm.
doing it in outside the brackets, then
Hmm.
you will get the result. You are doing
Yeah.
in the right way. No doubt,
Hmm.
Google is our savior. Google is our savior, no doubt. But just I want to see that where
Hmm.
do you initialize this variable? So
Okay.
you are doing
Okay. Hmm.
outside, yeah,
Hmm.
you're doing it right.
Okay.
So so let's move forward.
Hmm.
So now we create the object of our class. So for that,
Hmm.
first we can say add a new class, and you write down your key points. Okay, you didn't
Hmm.
want you didn't want
Yeah,
the
recording I did not
yeah,
get,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
today
yeah.
I watch it and I write it out.
Okay, okay, okay. I name it as car, maybe
Mm-hmm.
car, car, and add it. So first I will make this as public or internal, no worries, and add my main method to it. Can say public static void main string args. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
I want to create the object of this class. Then how can I do it?
You can mention like main one variable name and new of main.
First of all, whenever anybody asks how can we
Mm-hmm.
create an object of the
Mm-hmm.
class, it is using the word new.
New keyword. Okay.
It is using the keyword. By using the new
Mm-hmm.
keyword, we can make object of
Mm-hmm.
class. Okay. Now, suppose s- uh, this car has got the model, okay, and this car has also got the price, and this car also got the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and some functions, like you can say it can start public void start. Okay, and one function is another function is there, you can say public void accelerate. These are the function that a car can has. Okay, now what happens in the memory when we create a class, any object of the, you can say, class, what happens, there will be a memory location associated with that object.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we create a class, whenever we create a class, there is an memory location, can say, associated with that object. And remember, all the non-static stuff
Mm-hmm.
will reside over there. Like in our class, it's it is model, price, wheels, and then start, accelerate, because these all are
Mm-hmm.
non-static.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we create the object, all the non-static stuff, like you can say uh, model, price, wheels, model, price, wheels, and the function which is like start and accelerate will reside over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is how we create a object of the class, and we can write it as car C1 equal to new car. Now what is C1 here?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me?
Variable, reference variable.
It's C1 is the reference to the
Mm-hmm.
object. Here
Mm-hmm.
I can write it like C1 here is pointing towards the object. It is
Mm-hmm.
not an object. Many people get confused when we
Mm-hmm.
say car C1 equal to new car. C1 is the reference to the object. Suppose your city is Bangalore. When when Bangalore is 10 kilometer away and you see the milestone that Bangalore is 10 kilometer away. So that milestone is an reference to the Bangalore city. But
Mm-hmm.
milestone is not a Bangalore city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The same way C1 is the reference to the object, but C1 is not an object. Many people think that C1 is the object, but this is wrong. C1 is reference pointing towards the car class.
Objects. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this C1 can access all the variables and functions which are non-static, like
Mm-hmm.
C1 model equal to, you say, this 2002 model, or you can say C1 dot price is 1000 and C1 dot wheels equal to 4. And again, I can access, you can say, non-static function as well, like C1 dot start and similar C1 dot uh,
Excellent.
accelerate. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now this, you can say, C1 can all access can all the non-static variables and function. It means that by creating object of car class, you can access all the property of that particular class.
Mm.
Okay. Now, similarly, I can create a new object as car C2 equal to new car, and similarly, I can access my non-static functions and variables for C2 as well. Okay, similar. You see that from this new object I can access all the properties of car class.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you can say that if I say there is another object, and here C2 is referencing
Mm.
to that object.
Mm.
Now you see that in this class I know every car has got four wheels, and
True.
whenever I create the object of this car class, I will have to unnecessarily occupy the memory with the wheels variable. Every time
Mm.
I create the you can say object of the car class, wheels will always takes memory location.
Mm.
And I know that wheels is four for every car.
Mm.
Every car has got four wheels, but inside my memory, I will again and again have to occupy the memory for the wheels. So wheel is something which is common for all the objects. So what will I do? That removing wheels from non-static, and I will
Mm.
declare it as static.
Started. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it will give error. So I will remove this. Okay, but I can access wheels, like you can say car dot wheels equal to, but just write I don't, here I will initialize it with 4 because I know that
Mm-hmm.
every car has got four wheels. So I will just write uh, car dot wheels. So
Mm-hmm.
by doing this, I have done, like, I have removed this non-static stuff because now there is only four members inside the object, and my memory location will be used less.
Mm.
Now wheels is not the part of object. If you want to access it, we can access it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by declaring wheel static, now wheels becomes a part of the car class, not the
Hmm.
object anymore. It will common
Okay.
for all the objects of car class. Now wheel
Hmm.
is a part of class, not object, so object cannot access it as wheel is static and only static function can access it. So we can access it like this.
Hmm.
Okay,
The car.
so
Yes. Hmm.
yeah, so this is the you can say uh, concept of static variables and non-static variables and how to assess static variables and non-static. I think you know this part, but maybe I
Hmm.
think you don't know this type of stuff that
This part. Yeah.
whenever you create the object, all the non-static stuff will reside over there.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, now we will take a small example.
Abhijit,
Uh,
one question here.
yeah,
The object which we create, right?
yeah,
Is it like a kind of a memory location and where it will be in like
yeah.
do we have
It
any
is a
kind of
yeah. It is a memory location.
it's a memory location. Okay.
Yeah, you can say what happens in the memory is that when we create the object of any class inside the memory, the object of the car class would be created. There will be memory location associated with that object. I'm saying
Okay.
that's what to reduce my you can say memory space. I have made wheel as static because I know wheel is common. Suppose whenever I create the object, suppose these
Mm-hmm.
five members, we are just taking an example. These five members, one, two, wheel is there, three, four, five. It is taking 5 KB. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose for one object it is 5 KB, for two objects it is 10 KB, and for 10 objects it is 50 KB.
Keep on increasing based on the object's creation.
Okay, it's 50 KB when wheel is there. Now
Hmm.
one you can say one variable is less. Now it is taking 4 KB. Now 10 into 4, now it will occupy 40 KB and 10 KB will be less. And memory
Mm-hmm.
will be common for the all you can say all objects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why we create static. Only
Okay.
just remember my point. Only non-static stuff will reside in the object. Only non-static stuff. This is a very
Non-static.
good
Mm-hmm.
yeah. This is a very good
Mm-hmm.
introduction. This is a very basic question that no one knows. That
Mm-hmm.
is can we declare any static stuff inside the object? The answer is no.
No. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, and one more main question is that difference between object and object reference. Whenever we say car C1 equal to new car, by creating a
Mm-hmm.
word new, we have created an object, and C1 is not an object. C1 is reference to the object.
Mm-hmm.
This is the key point to remember.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will move next, and we will see. We will take a new class, and we uh, add new class, and we name it as swap study. Okay, now first of all, I will create my main method. Okay, now suppose I have declared two variables int x and int y. Okay, now
Mm.
so first of all I will create a object of the class for swap study equal to s equal to new swap study, and my s dot x equal to, you can say, 20, and
Mm-hmm.
s dot y equal to 40. Okay, and suppose I will write console dot write line s dot x and s dot y. Okay, now I want to swap. I want my result to be s dot x to be 40 and x dot y to be 20. I'm swapping the values between the two. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
for this I will make a function public static void and say swap and int x comma int y, and first of all I declare one temporary variable temp, and I say temp equal to a, then temp equal to x, and x equal to y, and y equal to temp. So I will call this function and say swap and pass my values s dot x, s dot y, and in the end I again I. So in your opinion, this will
Mm-hmm.
fulfill my purpose?
One second.
Okay, let's see that. First of all, I will make it as my startup class.
How do I make that one? Can you show it me once again?
Yeah, yeah, I will. Okay. I want to swap the values. In the end, I want that s dot x equal to 40 and s dot y should be equal to 20.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. This I
Okay,
got it. I was just checking for that console app settings you're changing, right? That the startup class that I wanted to check.
okay, okay. You want to see one more time?
Huh.
Go to the properties, and in the startup object, just select your class which you want to be startup.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now if I run my code, now it is not changing.
Hmm.
Okay, now suppose I will make one more function and I will say public static void, and I will name it as swapval, and I will pass the reference here, and here int, again I will say int temp, say temp equal to s dot x. Now s dot x equal to s dot y, and s dot y equal to temp. Now if I comment this function, and
Hmm.
I will use the another function and I will pass my reference here. Okay, so now if I execute my code, now you see it is swapping.
Okay.
Okay, so can you tell me that which of the method is wrong? Which of my logic is wrong?
The first swap method is wrong, guys.
It is swapping, I can show you. But thing is that
Mm-hmm.
suppose now if I say what we are first we talk about our successful method.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now here s dot x equal to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, here can say my object is there and its value is 20 and one more object is there whose value is 40. Now s dot x means that I can say s dot x. It is mm, referencing to this object
Mm-hmm.
and s s dot y is referencing to this object. Now what happens
Yeah.
when temp equal to s dot x? Now temp will also can say temp will also pointing towards the uh, object where s dot x is pointing. Now s dot is pointing towards 20, then temp is also referencing to
Mm-hmm.
20. Now in the
Yeah.
next step, when I say s dot x equal to s dot y. Now in this step, s dot x equal to s dot y, here s dot x will stop pointing towards 20 and
Mm.
it will start pointing towards where s dot y is pointing and s dot y is pointing towards
40.
40 and in the end step s dot y equal to temp and s dot y will stop referencing towards 40 and start referencing towards the object where temp is pointing and temp is
Mm.
pointing towards 20.
Mm.
So that's way these values swap.
Okay.
Okay, now if I say suppose I will here I will make my first function here I can write console dot dot write line and I will say uh, x and here I will say and okay now if I execute my code again you will see that 20 40 and 40 20 means my
Mm.
logic is correct but
Okay.
it will not because the thing is x and y are independent variables. I am passing the values s dot
Hmm.
x, x dot y. The x and y here in this example, suppose if I take, it will get confused. So int a and int y, b, and here I will say a, a, then a. Here I will write as b, 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 and b. Now, what is happening here in this? You see that can say I am passing s dot x equal 20. Now, in the swap function, I am passing the s dot x.
Hmm.
Now, what is happening? Can say s dot x has passed the value. Can say s dot y. They both have passed their values to
A and B.
a and b. Now,
Hmm.
in this function, swapping is done between the a and b,
Hmm.
but there is no, you can say, uh, uh, there is no, you can say, between the s dot x and s dot y, but swapping is done between a and b.
Correct. Hmm.
Okay, so this is known as call by reference, and
Hmm.
this is known as call by value.
Value. Hmm.
So you have to very clear that in call by value only values are changing,
Hmm.
but in call by reference the
Reference are changing.
references are swapping.
Hmm. Hmm.
This swapping is done between a and b, but there is no effect on s dot x and s dot y
Hmm.
because swapping is done between a and b. Our logic is correct.
Hmm.
Swapping is done between a and b, but there is no, can say, there's no swapping between the references. It will remain the same. That's why
Okay. Hmm.
we pass the value by reference.
But
And
initially, when you did, right, Abhijit, for the first time in the
yeah,
first method, it did not swap, right? What was the
yeah,
reason?
the reason is that s dot x, which is, you can say, 20, it has
Hmm.
give its value to integer a,
Hmm.
and s dot y has give its value to integer b, and
Hmm.
swapping is done between the two, integer
Hmm.
a and integer b. When you run the project and you see that it has been swapped 40 and 20, but there is no point of contact between the references. References remain the same. That's why
Hmm.
I have passed the reference in my second here.
Hmm.
I have passed reference here. To pass the reference, I'm here passing the values. I'm here passing the values. Here I'm passing the reference.
Hmm.
Okay, it will swap the values of the function, but in this function it will swap the reference.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, I am passing here s. S is what? S is
Reference.
reference to the object.
Reference to the object. Hmm.
Okay, I'm here. I'm passing the values.
Hmm.
I'm not. I'm not passing the reference, but here s. I'm passing the reference. That whole reference I have passed in my function.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
In the
That's
16th line, right? 16th and 17th line, can
yeah.
I write it as like int x dot x instead of initializing there in the
No, no,
top?
no, no,
No? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no. You can't because
Mm-hmm.
this is global variable.
Global variable. Mm-hmm.
That's why I am. You can say.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose if I, you can say that I can make swap study S1 and equal to new swap study. Now here,
Mm-hmm.
if I again suppose S1 dot uh, sorry, yeah, S1 dot X equal to, you can say, 100, and S1 dot Y equal to 200.
Mm-hmm.
And suppose I will again use this function and passing my second reference
This one.
S1, and here I will print before the function calling S1 dot X, S1 dot Y, and again I will call this and execute my code again. Now you see again it is swapping
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because I am passing the reference. I'm passing
Reference.
whole the reference that
Mm-hmm.
I'm passing the reference that this reference is pointing towards that object. It will take whole object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
my reference is there, so I can work it as my want, as I like. You can say
Mm-hmm.
so. So this is known as call by value, and this is known as call by reference.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be very sure, very careful when you're using this, and please be clear about this because in
Mm-hmm.
our coming classes, I will use
Mm-hmm.
these types of methods. I will swapping the
Okay.
values. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I think so. In this example, I have made you clear that what is happening in
Mm-hmm.
this you can say call by reference.
Mm-hmm.
How
Got
how
me.
how am I swapping the values?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Whenever you just remember, whenever you do it like this,
Mm-hmm.
the first one, which is on the left side, will stop referencing the
Mm-hmm.
previous one, which is referencing it, and it will start referencing where this value is referencing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just remember, like left, you can say left will stop and it starts pointing towards the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so this way you can swap the values. Okay, so
Yeah.
till now you have understood my concept.
Yes, yes. No, no, no.
Okay, you know constructor.
Constructor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like kind of a method only, but we cannot give some different names. It should be like same name as the
Yeah,
class
the
name.
class name. Yeah. So
Yeah.
right now I'm not going deep into the constructors because there is
Hmm.
no need to go through too deep right now. But you
Hmm.
have know the concept of constructors.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Now if I want to declare constructor of this class, where can how can I, you can say, declare it?
Inside class only we can just mention like car, right? Car and again
So can you tell me, suppose I am declared here. Now what should I
hmm.
write?
Car.
Car.
Yeah, the same CAR capital. Yeah,
Okay. Just like that
and
only.
bracket like that. I mean, like open and close.
Okay,
Mm.
now it is giving error.
With okay, I don't know how to create them.
Okay, now just don't worry. Public car.
Mm-hmm.
I can pass a variable like
Mm-hmm.
string m. You can say string w, and I can like as m dot is giving error. Why it is giving error? You can tell me. You have you read? Have
What?
you
Can you come again? Mm-hmm.
have you understood about? Have you read about constructors?
Yeah, yeah, I've read it about that. Like, it is a kind of a special method where we create with the same class name and we should not have
Okay.
a
So,
return type,
okay,
something like that.
okay. Right now we leave it. Constructor is
Mm-hmm.
different topic we will do in the coming classes. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, the thing which I have tell you today is clear to
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that how to swap call by value or
Numbers, yeah, call by the reference.
call
Yes.
by
Mm.
level, call by reference, and how can we create a static and
Object.
non-static stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
how to create object, and what is the difference between object and object reference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so interview can just confuse you. Suppose your car is then a class. He can
Mm-hmm.
just like,
Mm-hmm.
can I make this one? You can, yes sir. So what is
Yes.
car one? So you will say that car one is a reference to the object. So
Mm-hmm.
it will say what is the reference to the object. So it is
Mm-hmm.
pointing towards the object, that
Mm-hmm.
here my object is lying. So
Okay.
you have,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So in my opinion, it will be all for the today, because the next topic is very much big, and it will take
Mm-hmm.
full class.
Okay. The
We
constructor
will
class?
not constructor, but yeah, it will mixing. I will
Mm-hmm.
take a you can say real world study. Just an example.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It will take your whole class, so
Mm-hmm.
you will not get confused. That's why I'm not doing it today.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I want to as you don't watch the first part, first recording, and I'm moving forward
Mm-hmm.
very fast, then the topics will you can say, like say it will miss by you. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing it's in the small topics, so that it will be
Okay.
clear to
Okay.
you. Okay,
Sure,
so
sure.
I
Mm-hmm.
think so you have learned the new things from me, apart
Mm-hmm.
from your C
Yeah.
sharp knowledge. I think so you have learned new things from me.
Yeah, maybe what I understood by these my classes, right? I'm theoretically okay, but practically I should work more on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So in my opinion, if you I
Mm,
if suppose I just make this method, and I will tell you that yeah, you can just swap by this, but
mm.
if you don't understand that how it is swapping, why
Mapping, yeah.
how it is swapping, so there is
That
no
was
use of
no use.
there is no use of learning that function. But
Yeah.
if you think that yeah, okay, this is referencing towards that, now it is stopping referencing towards 20 and start referencing towards 40. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
doing this. So
Mm-hmm.
then your logic will be more clear.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Mm.
Okay, so uh, so we will meet tomorrow at the same time.
Or same time, I think I'll give time 8:30, but I'm not sure because sometimes my calls extends and if there are any QA packages and are going
Okay,
on, right, it will
no,
extend. So better we'll connect at 9 only.
okay,
Like
I will,
Abhijit, one question. Like
yeah.
whenever I am free, I we can connect it like around like maybe not free in the sense like from morning to evening, like
Hmm.
specific time, like 8 to 9 in between. If I'm free, I can
Uh,
ping you and I we can connect it. Or you want a like scheduled time only always.
if you just you have to tell me 1 hour before,
One
because
hour before. Okay.
yeah, okay, okay. Right now I'm taking my class from my home, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I'm free, I will go to the office and taking class from there. That's why I
Okay.
have. If you are free in the daytime,
Mm-hmm.
I can uh, also can take class from the office. If you are free on the daytime, you can ping me 1 hour before, or maybe 30 minutes before. I can arrange a
Okay.
meeting if I'm free.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Let me check that if you are available, then we can
Oh,
connect. That is.
okay. And
And one more thing,
yeah,
this the class how you're going, right? It's like based on like the concepts wise, or it's like based on like the structure which we saw in that channel, like the one you just showed me
yesterday,
before.
yeah, yesterday, actually, I have skipped some of the topics because
Mm-hmm.
you have tell me that you have learned C sharp. You have
Yeah.
knowledge of C sharp. So small topics, I have missed some of the small topics, but
Mm-hmm.
if I am going to miss these loops and arrays, but
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me that I have to do this and loops. So I have
Mm-hmm.
taken small examples and fast examples.
Okay.
Okay, like I have tell you drawback of arrays. So what we can use two-dimensional arrays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, practical use of arrays in Selenium. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
Excel, we have doing the example, practical example with loops. Okay, usage of for loops. Okay,
Yeah.
function return types. So I know that you when I asked you yesterday that how to return the value, and you said to me a public int void, then I understand that you know how to return the function.
Yeah,
So
like basic
yeah,
these all things I know, but like I wanted to check like if there is anything which is apart
yeah.
from, then you can explain me that.
Yeah, I have explained you like call by reference, call by
Hmm.
values, then object and of object reference. What is methods? You can say meaning of
Mm-hmm.
static and non-static variables, local and global variables. I have this
Yeah.
the person who is new to, you can say, programming. I will take
Mm-hmm.
one lecture per one. You can say this one lecture, but I
Mm-hmm.
have done till I think so this one, and yeah, till this one I have do in two lectures. The three modules I
Hmm.
have done in two lectures, and I have given you the exercise as well, and you have done. Okay, so my speed is according to you only.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
and then we will do inheritance, we will do
Hmm.
interface. You will because these are the concepts which everyone will not know.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will go for this. Okay, I will
Sure.
look at your, you can say, capacity power, and on
Hmm.
that power, I will study my pace according to you
Okay.
only.
Sure. Sure.
Okay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
So we will meet tomorrow. I will just message you and
Mm-hmm.
pass. Just please watch the two recordings. If you have any
Sure.
problem, just ping me, and if I'm
Mm-hmm.
available, or maybe in the starting of the class, we will look into your errors, or
Discuss.
you
Yeah.
can yeah, look into your problems. Okay,
Sure.
just go
Sure.
through the
Mm-hmm.
lecture. This lecture I will record, upload it, and will be available to you maybe
Mm-hmm.
tonight, or maybe in tomorrow. It will be available
Sure.
tomorrow
Sure.
morning. Okay,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
watch the
That would be
recording.
great.
Just watch the first recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Abhijit.
We will
Thank
meet
you.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.